This is a post by me, but I I drew inspiration from this article, which is behind a paywall, so I can't give you any more than what I got here. Amazon is reportedly launching a pilot program that equips some of its 20,000 electric delivery vans with robots, signaling yet another step toward automating the workforce. At this rate, it's hard to imagine any job that won't eventually be replaced by AI or robotics. Amazon drivers, if you're watching, there's your replacement. And believe it or not, you're training a replacement right now. Every time you use AI, you are training your replacements. It's kind of scary. It is kind of scary. It's starting to get to this place where it's not fun anymore. Okay, it's getting concerning, and I go on and on about this, and I cover this. I mean, pretty much every other episode I'm talking about AI, just because I need you guys. I need you to understand that we are heading down a very dangerous path. And I think we're now at the point of no return. I was talking to my family earlier about electric vehicles and how basically in the future, most cars are going to be electric and there's just no stopping it. Like the genie's out of the bottle. So what do? So we got to learn or figure out ways to leverage the AI before it starts leveraging us so that we're not all screwed out of jobs and to try to find jobs that won't be replaced by AI as quickly. Because I do think there's virtually not going to be a job that they won't be unable to do. For a long time, we thought arts were safe. We thought arts were going to be safe. No, they can do arts. They can fully render videos. I did a live demo of that, so that's not safe. I thought, well, anything that requires fine motor skills, we'll be able to do. Nope, they have robots that could do that. Yeah, now they have robots that are able to replace the people actually delivering your packages. So now you're gonna have like AI robots driving around and other AI robots going up to your, you know, uh, smart camera that's connected to the internet to deliver package. It's getting real Orwellian. It's getting real Orwellian out there. And I have serious concerns of what's going to happen to your average American. And I actually have a theory, all right? I think in the next 5 years, we're going to see large swaths of Americans displaced by automation and AI. They're going to have these robots and AI basically integrated into everything, and lots of people are going to lose their jobs. We are not going to be able to get the legislation passed that we need to, and the results are going to be very angry people, very angry and desperate people. And when that happens, that is a recipe for revolution, uh, or mass riots and protests. And I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see mass riots and protests. You're probably going to see people attacking some of these data centers that have the servers that these AI programs run off of. So you'll see some of that, and then people start to wake up and they'll start to regulate this a little bit. But I do think that will only slow down the inevitable. But I do think, at least that's my predictions. We'll see what happens. But I do think, yeah, there's no way you can get away with doing this without causing civil unrest. Because when people lose their livelihoods and they lose their ability to provide for their family, and they lack the skill set to get new jobs, because AI can just do it better than them. Even highly skilled jobs, by the way. Like, I'm not just talking about flipping burgers, okay? I'm talking about high skilled jobs will be done easily by AI. So I think you're going to see a lot of people angry and disenfranchised. And the result is obviously not going to be good. Okay. Next story, somewhat related. This is kind of cool. So this is a cool thing. Lionsgate boss says that the studio can use AI to adjust movies' tones and rating, convert live action into animation, and create kid-friendly cuts. Now we can say, do it in anime and make it PG-13. 3 hours later, I'll have a movie. The studio hopes it's packed with AI startup company Runway allows directors the chance to make movies and television shows we'd otherwise never make. We can make it for 100 million, but we'd make it for 50 million because of AI. We're banging around the art of the possible. Let's try some stuff and see what sticks. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, that's kind of cool. Imagine, you know, having AI render a animated version of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, come on. That would be sick. That would be really cool. And then you can scale down the violence or whatever so kids can watch it and enjoy it. And you can make it kid friendly. That's sick. All right. So just imagine some of the movies that you've enjoyed the most, being able to have AI generate them in different styles and different ways, so that it can kind of, you can look at some of these movies with new eyes. Now, the downside is that we're already repackaged the same movies in other ways, and it is tiring. Especially with the live action remakes, like we just get sick of them. That aren't really live action, by the way. They're not. I've gone on about this before. They're CGI. So there's that. So boomers, and I've said this before, boomers are not prepared for AI. They're not prepared. They're going to get caught so off guard that scammers are going to make millions, by the way. They're going to be loaded just on boomers alone. They're going to make tons and tons and tons of money. So this is from Praying for Texas. Boomers have absolutely no idea what's about to hit them.
Get the fuck out of my face, you little shit!
I knew it was you at first sight, brother. I knew it was you at first sight. Look at this. Is this you?
Yeah, why? No, it ain't, man. No, it ain't.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Because we caught it on the cameras.
No! It wasn't me. Who the fuck are you guys?
Oh my god. I knew it. I knew it. Yes, you are. Wait, what is he showing you?
This is from TikTok, right?
That's not me!
No, yes it is, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, it's you. It's you. I knew it was.
Me. Get the fuck out of here!
Can we just get a picture?
No!
Can we get a picture?
No! Get the fuck out of
You're
here!
famous.
It's almost
You're
not. It's not
famous,
funny.
dude.
Dude, you're an asshole. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean?
It's not me!
Yes, it is, dude.
Go smoke some other dope someplace else.
Dude, can we get a picture?
Get the fuck out of my face!
Autograph?
Autograph?
Get the fuck out of my face, you little shit!
What's wrong, dude?
It's not me!
I think it is. That's why I'm
Well,
saying
you
that.
think wrong, okay?
I caught it on the cameras up top.
Where's somebody that works here?
Wait, who would it be?
Just get the fuck out of here!
Alright, picture.
I just wanted
It's
a
not
picture.
me. Fuck out of here.
All right,
Get the
those people are kind of jerks, because he was really getting upset. He was really getting upset. But the fact that they could just do that real quick with AI is very concerning. Very, very concerning. They just walked up on the guy, recorded him, then manipulated that footage pretty much on the spot, and then made it seem like he did something that he didn't do, and we're gaslighting him. Now imagine your enemies using that type of technology against you. Now imagine, politicians using that technology against their enemies. Your life could be ruined just like that, because AI has deceived people into depicting you doing something you never did. That's alarming. And this is without a doubt going to be weaponized. A prank is one thing, but a prank like that could ruin people's life. And honestly, too, it's like it gets people, this guy, thank God he was not having it. But, you do this on the wrong person, it gets them to question the nature of the reality. And I don't think that's a good thing to do. All right. Let's see. I got one more. Oh, so the Nintendo Switch just dropped, and I just want to show you guys just how bad the footage was for the Pokemon Sword and Shield games now that they have this playing on the new Switch, because it is pretty horrendous. All right. Look at how bad it is. Oh my gosh. Night and day difference. It makes me wonder how they ever released that abomination They should have just waited. Honestly, they would have been better off waiting. Because seeing how good it runs on the Switch 2 is just, it's just an indictment on Nintendo. Okay,